And still to this day, she followed me on Snap, bro.
On Snap. Snapchat is another one, bro.
I was weak.
Snapchat is one of them ones, bro.
The girl was like, Kendrick. And we looked at each other. We was like, I'm like, where?
You was top dog.
I swear to God, bro. And then it hit me. So when we got back into the States, I was just looking at, like, I Googled, Kendrick and his road manager. Nigga, we don't look nothing like them niggas, bro.
But even though social media is prevalent, you gotta understand, like, they still really don't know what people really look like, bro.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
They still don't know what people look like. That is crazy. You ever seen somebody that you only seen on screen and then see them in real life and be like, man, you don't look nothing like you look like on the what I
seen a girl yesterday that I knew. She bad on social media, but in person I was like, is this you? I'm looking at her like, see, you know how you see people through a crowd?
Yes.
And y'all lock eyes? And then I'm like, but see, she was sitting with this dude, right? And she's sitting with the dude, and I'm looking at her, and I ain't gonna go over there and say nothing to her. I'm peeping from a distance, so I'm looking. I'm like, and then I was like,
you knew exactly what it was.
I just gave the head bob, man. And then throughout the night, bro, she was coming up saying, hey, Hank, what's up? Buying drink. Well, she was sitting at the table with these dudes. So she gave me a shot of tequila. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I was, sipping on it. I'm like, this don't taste cool. And then she gave me some Jose Cuervo, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because it
wasn't her.
She was at a table with people. We got bottles over here.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got some cheap bottles.
You got Jose, you got Luna Azul.
It did. And then she came, she was sliding me Hennessy shots.
She trying to get you drunk?
I don't think so. No, she left with her homegirls. I was like, she can't get me something I was already gonna be.
Right. It was already too late.
It was destined already.
Hey, man, let's start this podcast, man. You can't give me something I already gonna be. What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy G Wade. Welcome to the first episode of Nothing But a G Thang, baby. Hey, I got my guy here, man, my favorite bartender. This is my guy. It's been years and years upon years of us just locking in. I remember, at one point, he was working at this bar. It ain't there no more. But we would be in there till like 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, just playing pool, having drinks, and just chilling until, it was time. It was time to go. But just chopping about life, man. This is somebody who I know has experience, been outside. He throw parties. He's like a jack of all trades, man. This dude, businessman on top of father, on top of what else you want to call it? Community member on top of all of it.
I'm an Aries, baby. I'm an Aries.
Aries. You a Leo with aim. I want y'all to show some love real quick. My guy, man, Kendall, AkA Swindle, and a whole bunch of other things, man. Give it up, my guy Kendall, man.
Appreciate the love, G. For sure. Happy to be here with you, fam.
Yeah.
Life's good, man, and we try and take it to the next level.
Yeah, next level. We're going to level up every aspect of it, every step of it. Yeah. So just watching you over time, over life, and, getting into things, bro. I know life take a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs. What's like the hardest thing when it comes to like building different programs or building, I like to call them initiatives, right?
Right.
So like if I'm moving, I got a bunch of different things that I got, but I got different teams in different places. So just a bunch of different initiatives that I have going on that I have to be a part of or be the leader of. What's the hardest thing when it comes to building those different initiatives that you see?
Man, so building teams and working with different people and having people with different egos and characteristics and, it can be challenging, right? Because it's like, you got a team of 2 or 3 over here. You got a team of whoever's over here. And it's like, you got to deal with a lot of different people, right? You don't know what people been dealing with their personal lives. You got to deal with, the business side of people, So it can be a lot, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the challenging part is the trust in people. You got to trust that people can, whatever the project may be, that they're going to finish the project, right? We can have our hands in many, many multiple things, but if we're going to start something, we got to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we can do from the littlest thing to the biggest thing. You know, we all got ideas, we all got visions, you know, we all got suggestions. But at the end of the day, the challenging part is, okay, let's put this together. How are we going to put this together? And when we put it together, is we going to finish it, right? Because there's never one project here, we stop and we done, then we start another one, right? We overlap in projects because being in the community and doing different things is like, somebody can call me right now looking for a bartending job, right? Boom. All right, let me see if it fits. If the calendar works, cool, right? On top of that, I got other events that I'm promoting at the same time, right? So it's like one thing on top of each other, but if I delegate something to somebody, it has to get done, or vice versa, right? Because we can't work together and have projects falling apart. You know what I mean? So
when you building your team in that kind of way, right? I think finding people that you can trust, finding people that is going to actually follow through with what they say is the hardest part sometimes, right? How long do you go before you be like, if they're not following through, when do you cut the deck?
Man, honestly, you know, within like the first weeks of production, right? You know, like if I'm outside, I'm selling tickets, I'm selling booths to whatever, you know, function that we may have. And okay, here, for a perfect example, right? There was a time, you know, we had an event and it's 3 of us, okay? We know we all got the same amount of tickets. We all got the same amount of work, right? So here it is a week before the function, and we meet up to see where our numbers is at, see what we got going on. And you bring your portion, I bring mine, and you know what I'm saying, the other guy bring his. But if I come into the house with 5 bands, you come in with about 34, 35, and you come in with 100.
Oh, you got a problem. Oh, that's a problem.
So
you ain't been outside doing nothing.
But see, now that's where it comes to, where if you got a brand, you doing certain things, you're more focused on your brand than you're focusing with the team, right? We got a big production going on. Your brand can come. Your brand is going to be there, right? But set your brand to the side for just a little bit so we can get this money over here, right? Bring the brand within the party. Cool, we're not tripping. But this party is where the money's at right now, right? We walking in the door with the bills paid. You see what I'm saying? The bills is paid. Now it's all about paying the overhead, paying who we need to pay, taking care of who we got to take care of. That's what this money is for. So not even cutting you all the way out the equation, we're going to give you a different job.
Yeah, that's not your strength.
We're going to give you a different job now, right? Okay, appreciate the 100, but you still can be involved, but just get you on some promo stuff now. Now you only just promoting. You're not a partner anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So when it comes to that, then you don't even want to do that. Right?
Yeah, but at the same time though, you think about that though. You tell somebody they come in as a partner and then they come in and they don't have what what everybody else do. And so you say, well, you're not gonna be a partner more, you're gonna be promoting. And then that automatically somebody is going to take offense to that. Their ego is going to jump in.
You're right.
The ego go jump in and be like, what you mean I'm just promoting now, man? Come on, like, I'm part of this. This is what we're doing. I'm part of this team too. And then they're not going to want to do that.
Right. So do you expect to split a 3-way split on top of you not doing no work?
No, not at all.
So if I don't go to work every day, I don't get paid. Right?
Yeah.
So we got to do the work. The work speaks for itself. You didn't work. You sold 5 tickets. That's $100. You know, like I say, no disrespect. It's still my boy to this day.
Yeah.
Right? But it's business.
Yeah.
It's business. And at the end of the day, we was trying to handle our business.
Right.
Right? I mean, when you're doing a function in an experience for over a decade, you know how these vibes are. You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect. You know how this team rolls, right? You cannot just not do your part and expect to be a part.
Right.
That's it.
I get it. I don't go into certain things with a lot of people because I see the work ethic that they have in the other things that they do. So I'm one of the people who, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, I got friends, I got partners who, yeah, they do things and we be up, we be turning up. Life is like, we cool. If I'm doing something, they promote it or whatever, I might, hey man, you got this table over here, right? For free, because I know you're gonna bring a whole bunch of people in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I might give you a session because I know whatever you bring in is going to bring money to the situation. So yeah, boom. But what I'm not gonna do is make you part of the overall plan.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? The whole scheme. And that's cool. But I know that from watching outside rather than, you know what I'm saying, having to jump in that fire with them. I'm one of the people who, man, you don't have to tell me that I don't have to touch the stove all the time to know that's hot.
You don't.
Right.
You don't. You can see it.
You see it.
You can see it, right? It's obvious, right? That's just like, okay, boom. I'll be like, G, I need you to DJ for me, bro. I need you to do this thing for me. Now, this is one event. Okay, you like, cool, got you. So I pay you, right? We run it back. We run the event back, and then it comes to where it's like, G, you down for this one? You know what I'm saying? Same thing, same vibes, right? Now, I'm gonna pay you, right? But you can't come to me and be like, oh, bro, I done did X, Y, and Z. I deserve more money.
Nah, you can't come and change the plan afterwards. That's crazy.
Right? So it gets to a point to where it's like, if I say to you, same plan, same vibes, same everything, I mean, what part of that didn't you understand to where you're going to get the same pay?
Right. Well, I'm a football player, so if you tell me running the same play, nigga, 24 power, we running 24 power. You know what I mean? So if that's my job on 24 power,
now,
like if I'm a lineman, if I'm the running back, if I'm the quarterback, no matter what it is, I'm doing the same thing.
If something change, we're going to have communication about change, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Now, if the event exceeds itself, I don't mind shooting you a couple or a few extra. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Right.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what we made or what we did as partners, but you know, as someone, as a higher employee at the evening, you got your bread and they must have did cool because I got a couple extra. Thanks.
I got tipped out.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy math. A lot of people don't understand that though. It's like you have to understand that communication is key when it comes to parties, events, business, the whole nine.
Well, and this is the thing though, too. I think a lot of times is as us, we're natural leaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so sometimes that you might hire, it's a natural leader too. Mm-hmm. And so they see that and they want to be involved in the grand scheme of things, even though they weren't, right? So, I did this last party for you know what we did, and I might have DJ'd. I played this role, And so instead of being like, hey, man, how can I actually come in and tap in with the bigger picture? I know I'm a DJ. I know I DJ'd last time. If y'all going to run this back, how can I tap in with the bigger picture to, you know what I'm saying, help it go further, right? You can do that. And if somebody says, no, we don't need that because we run in the same play and it's going to be the same, we don't need you for this one. But let's talk about another event that we can do something else. What people want to do is say, well, I'm not doing this one unless I got a chance to do this one because I know my worth and I know I can lead in this way and lead this way. Well, if you're a real leader, you got to learn how to follow.
Facts.
Everybody got to be a backup dancer at some point. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong. You know, you a leader in your realm and you move how you move. And you a leader. And you can, even with the same group. And I got a whole bunch of people that I work with and we do things. And I don't mind playing a background in certain things. They don't want me to play the background because they want me to be in the front because I'm a face that they don't have.
Right.
I'm a voice that they don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want to put me in different positions, but then they don't want to change the program though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but when it comes to that, and so that's what I have to have my boundaries and be like, nah, if you want me to host, right, then that's different than if you want me to DJ. If you want to be a partner, then that's different if you want me to host a DJ. So if you're going to do all these other things and it's on you to be like, oh, you got the promotion, you got this, and I'm just there to do a job, I don't mind just coming and do a job. But also, if you want me to do a job and then you want me to do all these other things that come along with being part of the plan, then now we got something else to talk about because now you got to make me part of the plan.
It's a different vibe.
It's a whole different vibe. And so we get caught up in that. But a lot of times we're not able to just be like, you know what? I'm just going to do my job. If I have a job, just do my job.
That's it.
Do my job for this one.
That's it.
Next one, as we plan, we can work it out.
Move it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? You moving, you know, in multiple ways and streams, and you know what I'm saying? It's a production.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we was discussing, it's like when having a team, right? You got to figure out whose strengths or who has strengths and who has weaknesses and what. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some of the people that I work with is a great fit.
Yeah.
Because we all move in different ways. We all got strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not finna see me going and creating flyers, creating this, creating that, you know what I'm saying? Logistics. We got somebody for that, right? That's their muscle. But when it comes to the tickets and, you know, driving around, moving around, being out, hanging out, selling, you know what I'm saying? That's my strength.
Being outside.
You know what I'm saying? I'm outside all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can find me, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I ain't, you know, I'm going to make sure I put myself in places and spaces to where it's accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a strength. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it's just one of those things. Do I be tired? You know, sometimes, yeah. But I like being outside. So it's like a 2-for-1 for me. You know what I'm saying? Making money and hanging at the same time. It's a no-brainer.
Can't be mad.
You can't be mad at it, bro.
One thing my uncle used to tell me when I was growing up, he was like, hey, man, if you're going to be outside, you better come home with more money than you left with. And I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But sometimes me being outside, the money going to come on the back end because I'm showing up for people who show up for me.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
And if we living in this world and we doing what we doing, we throwing parties, we throwing shows, and we, you know what I mean, doing all this, you have to pull up to other people's events.
Man.
And just to be like, man, I'm here because I want you to pull up to mine too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you that I love you too, and I support what you're doing, and we're going to do this together. It ain't no anima. Even if we throw an event on the same night, I'm not going to be mad at you for doing that. That's when you picked your dates. I wasn't part of your planning process. You just pick those dates at those times. Cool. Run your play. I'm going to run mine over here.
Hey, man.
No harm, no foul. If whoever done first, guess what I'm doing? If I'm done before you are, I'm sending everybody to you.
Yeah,
if you done before me, send everybody to me.
That's how it works. But see, that's a concept that you understand. I understand it too. But there's a lot of us out here that don't.
Yeah.
And it is not okay because it's like, I don't trip over people having events on the same day we do. Right? Because at the end of the day, you might got a whole different clientele. Right? We got a whole different clientele. We mean it's Portland. We gonna bump heads somewhere with somebody.
Right.
Right? There's people that left other people's events, came to ours, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens.
And that's what we do. Because my thing is, life has options. Right?
Shout out SEI.
Come on, man.
Shout out SEI.
You know what I'm saying? They do wonderful work over there.
They do.
So at the end of the day, life has options. And we want to give a variety of things to do for our city. You know what I'm saying? You do comedy. You DJ, you know, from time to time. You hosting shows and doing your thing. Cool. I can't do none of that. Right? But, somebody looking for something to do? Oh, yeah, man. Go check out G Wade and Acting a Fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go check them out. They got a little comedy situation going on this weekend. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to promote it even if I can't make it. Right? But it's going to allow a show that, oh, man, it's movement.
Yeah.
You know, it's consistent movement in the city. And there's, you know, I want that old Portland feel. Right?
That everybody was rocking with everybody. No matter
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, there was something to do every day of the week.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? There was something to do. You know, now it's getting to a point to where it's like people just, I don't know. You got a lot of people that ain't from Portland that's here. What they call them transplants. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they be looking for stuff to do. I jump on Black Portland just as well as anybody else do.
Right. But I like that though. I like the fact that we have a bunch of people that ain't from here that are here. I get it. Look, when I was growing up here in Portland, our community was small.
Mm-hmm.
You had North Portland niggas who I'm a North Portland nigga through and through, and you had Northeast niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But none of us realized that we was the same people.
Facts.
Only certain of us went to both places. Like I was one of the ones. I grew up in North Portland. Man, I was still tapped in Northeast. Man, I love going to Northeast,
bro.
And then when we moved to Sacramento, that's when I met Lalu. That's when I met. Yeah, that's my bro. I love him to death. Hey, that's when I met Lalu. He lived right next door. He a little older than me, and so I'm in high school, and they was throwing parties back then. And so then I'm like, oh, but just they had a little spot. They was in their like early 20s, 20 whatever. I'm like 16, 17. I'm just watching.
Right.
I'm watching them do that, observing, and then I was so cool of a young young boy. They was like,
"Come on,
man, come on over, man. It's all good." On. You know what I'm saying? But then also I did my thing too. We had this Moet man that used to come through Sac Block. He stole a whole bunch of Moet and meat. That's weird, huh?
Where he at?
He stole Moet and meat. Oh, he probably dead now. That nigga was like 60. But he stole Moet and meat. You know what I did though?
That's funny.
This is me. I'm 16 years old, right? And I'm in high school, and I'm watching, you know what I mean? They 19, 20, you know, they got their own place, throwing parties and shit. I said, oh, let me every time he come through, I'm buying all the Moet.
Buying all the bottles.
I bought all the Moet. He came through like during that week, he probably came through like 3 or 4 times with like 5 bottles. He came through 6 bottles, whatever. I had like 23 bottles of Moet.
That's genius.
Just up in my room, right? I'm living with my mom, nigga. I'm 16 years old. Nigga, I'm making sure she ain't peeking through. I'm taking the Moet upstairs. Man, I came through.
Oh, you the cool little nigga now.
10 bottles of Moet, bro. You come to this party with 10 bottles of Moet at 16 years old. They like, oh, this nigga got it.
This
we know it.
A fool.
In the door after that.
That's
in the door after that. That's what that's what it was.
That's what it is.
But I had to, you got to learn how to maneuver.
100%.
A lot of people don't. They're not willing to come in and do that. What they want to do. A lot of people know what they want to do. They want to come into something that's already established, and then automatically get the highest check that they can get. Instead of help, they don't want to help it grow. They just want to come in and it's already there. It's already built, and they want to come and be like, "Oh yeah, I can be an asset to this."
You can't come in here and be the CEO.
Bye, bro.
Who is you? I mean, come enjoy, but don't come in here acting like it's yours,
bro.
That's crazy.
But even me, okay, I'm a Portland nigga. I've been doing this for a minute. Whatever you want to say about I do comedy, music, all that. I will never walk into somebody's establishment and expect to be treated like I own the place. That's crazy. If I come in, I'm a guest in anybody else's world. I don't care who you are. You can be, I'll name any celebrity you want to. Come to one of my events and think that you just finna walk in and be, we're gonna show you some respect off the rip. Off the rip. Everybody's getting respect off the rip, but you're getting respect of everybody else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But if you come in and you want to add to the plan, if you coming in with a team of 20, 30 people and you like, hey man, look, I don't know what y'all got going on here, but I had nothing to do. Me and my people, we in the city. Look, I got this for you. Can we come in and you know what I'm saying? Whatever. All right, hey, guess what? I got a couple people. We're gonna make some space for you. Hey, man,
listen.
We're gonna set it up for you.
Figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out for you.
Facts.
But if you just coming in talking about some I am who I am and I need to be here and I deserve, bye, bro.
Yeah, no, that ain't how we move.
You can go do that out there.
That ain't how we move.
This is we know each other here though. We cool. We good here, trust me. With or without you being in the building. We good here.
We are great. Thank you though.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Hey man, shout out to Maker's Mark too, man.
Man, they ain't paid us. We gonna shout them out as soon as they send us a check.
They paid us for it. I wish. But yeah, man.
As we move, give me some of the ups and downs, man, the pitfalls. Now, this is one thing I like to talk about because it's hard. You know what's hard, though? It's dealing with women as we move through this, right? And the reason why I like to bring this up, especially when I'm talking to my brothers, is why can't we just be okay with when we're living in a small place, everybody is going to have some attachment to somebody else. There is nobody on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like where we are, man, somebody going to knock your chick down, bro. You know what I mean? It just happens. I get it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't just come from a new planet right? So we all know each other. There's an attachment. Now, there's very few people that maybe haven't had an attachment with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But I don't even know the numbers, but I, you know, the percentages or whatever, all that. But I'm sure there's a few smidgen, few. But other than that, everybody know everybody, unless you moved here.
Unless you moved here from somewhere else. From somewhere else.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you moved here from somewhere else, everybody know everybody. Either you went to elementary school, middle school, or high school with them, or you know them from a friend through a friend or whoever. There's some sort of attachment there.
Right.
Right. So at the end of the day, you knock my girl down. I mean, it might hurt a little bit, but at the end of the day, is I got to accept for what it is.
You got to accept it for what it is.
I got to accept for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's going to be on her. It takes two to tango.
Facts.
Right? And so, and there ain't too many people that say they don't know me. Right? So it's like, we going to know about it. We going to hear about it. Loose lips sink ships. That's just how the game goes.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it'll sting a little bit, but you're like, damn, really? But then you're going to be like, you mess with that nigga?
That one? Yep. You know what? I'm cool.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I know how they move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard, bro. But it's just, like you say, it takes trust. It takes faith that, you doing the right thing, they doing the right thing, and
Yeah. I mean, I get that. At the same time, egos come into play, right?
Facts.
Because I'm Portland raised, bro. So it's a lot of times where it comes to the fact where people be mad. I got an incident not too long ago, right? I love women. Not in a way where, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm fucking every bitch that comes up.
Yeah, right.
I'm not doing all that. But I love to be around that energy because I'm around I grew up Army, football field first. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, arm, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, it's a bunch of aggressive ass niggas trying to be better than the next nigga. It's irritating sometimes. Nigga, I'm better. And then now you talking shit and
you need some estrogen.
Bro, man, I was happy when I got to go home. I had two sisters and a mama when I went home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was happy because I had to compete with nobody.
Facts.
Nobody competed with me. It was all, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey, what you doing?
It was cool.
Hey,
Cool.
It was love. Yeah. And so I have a bunch of friends that are women. Mm-hmm. And I love talking to them. I love kicking it with them. Mm-hmm. I love, they invite me to shit all the time. Hey, just come out here. Mm-hmm. Come out here. What you doing? Nothing. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I pull up, you know what I'm saying? I'll be by myself all the time.
Right.
I don't roll with a whole bunch of niggas. It's weird to me. But a whole bunch of niggas just in the same car. I know. I was never that way when I was a kid.
You. That's funny.
But you pull up and then you kicking them, and then now you got other niggas in the room though that used to mess with these chicks that they just your homegirls.
Mm-hmm.
These is just your homegirls.
Facts.
And then now, nigga, you get a DM, you get a text message, you get a whatever, blah, blah, blah. You, what's up?
It happens,
come on, bro. I don't want no beef with you. You don't want no beef with me. Trust me, we gonna be okay. That is what that is the problem sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in whatever city that you in. If you from that city and you still doing it in that city.
Facts.
Bro, it's an issue sometimes. Mm-hmm. How do we navigate that? Because we have to understand that we don't own none of these women.
We don't
own none of them.
We don't. They can get up and walk out and keep it pushing if they choose to.
That's what they want. That's what they get.
Just like we can. You know what I mean?
And you can choose what you want to do with them or for them after that.
Hey, man.
If they choose they want to leave you alone, you can still, if you feel like you still need to protect them or rock with them, or you can do that.
That's it.
But if you don't, you don't.
You don't.
I don't understand it. How do we navigate that? How do we get niggas to understand that they don't own none of these women, bro?
It's a lot of niggas that's I think they look at women like trophies, or like it's a possession. You know what I'm saying? Like mm-hmm. This is mine. No, it's not yours, and you shouldn't treat a lady like she's a piece of material.
Right.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, this cell phone, that's I own this. But you don't own a person. we ain't slaves, niggas.
Facts.
Women ain't slaves,
Facts.
bro. So it's like you got to get out of that mentality of like, I own them. Like, no, you don't own no one.
Yeah.
Right? It's like some backwards ass pimping. It's like, how these pimps is these days. They think they own these chicks, you know what I'm saying? But these chicks is so stupid enough to believe that they're being that
they are owned.
That they're owned. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you mean to tell me I can't go make my own money? I gotta have you telling me how to go get this money, and then I'm bringing you back the money? Make it make sense.
It does not.
Like, come on. But it's like I feel like they. It's let me see. How can I even say this? Like I say, like it's like shit, man.
Now, when you said like backwards pimping is something like, and this is me. I never could be a pimp, nigga. I never could. I grew up around a whole bunch of pimps. I had family members, uncles, and you know what I'm saying? I grew up around it. I could never be that dude. That's not me. It's not me to be like, hey, go and sell your pussy and bring me the money back. That is crazy to me.
It's wild. It's a wild, but it happens, right? But then I feel like there's different ways of pimping.
There are different ways of pimping.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, okay. So let me a pimp in that aspect.
Okay.
Now, I think everything is pimping.
100%.
Everything. Nigga, the president is the biggest pimp in the world. Whoever is sitting in that fucking seat is the biggest pimp in the fucking universe. Because they're not doing nothing but telling other people what to do and bring back the good results.
They bring back the good results.
Bring back the good results. I don't care what you do. Do this. Bring back the good results. If you don't bring back the good results, you cut off.
That's it.
It's gonna be crazy, right? It's gonna be crazy. And so at the end of the day, we have to understand that CEOs, pimps, president, anybody that's running anything is pimping at some point.
Damn, I run a business, so am I a pimp?
You a pimp. You be pimping. This is the thing, though, bro. It's not bad pimping. Like, it's different.
That's funny.
Everybody's a pimp. It's not bad pimping.
No, I feel it.
Yeah, you helping people out. So you running a business. You run business, right? So you run a business, and are people getting paid for doing what they do? Yeah,
100%.
Are you helping people?
I'm helping people.
Or okay, now you run a business, but you got partners too, right?
I got partners in the aspect.
When you started this business, you wasn't making no money when you first started it. None of real money.
I mean,
nobody does. When you start something, you don't make no real money. You have partners in it; they weren't making no money either. Right? Y'all's pimping each other. You got if you start a business and you got 4 partners, all y'all pimping each other. I tell
that's funny.
Renata, that's one of my business partners. I tell her all the time, quit pimping me. I just be messing with her though, right? Renata be pimping me. You be pimping me all the time because she do event or do this and be like, I need you to do this, and she just tell me what to do and I just do it. It's pimping.
You're a loyal hoe.
I'm a loyal hoe. Oh God. You see what I'm saying? So not only are we pimps, we get pimped too. You got pimped the other day.
I got pimped.
You got pimped the other day.
That ain't cool.
It don't matter.
It comes with the business.
It comes with the business. So at the end of the day, man, anytime you run anything, if you are the head of anything, you are pimping.
That's funny.
You are.
That's funny.
I try to, but let's take a quick break, man. We're going to come right back in. Just keep pimping. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back in. We got some more talks, man. And we're going to,
Yeah, man.
Welcome to Nothing But a G Thang, baby. Yo, welcome back to Nothing But a G Thang, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm here chopping over my boy Kendall, man. My boy Swindle, man. My guy. The one, he the host with the most, but at the same time, this nigga don't never grab a microphone. I'm happy to get him on one today. I'm happy to get him on a microphone today, man.
Hey, that's real life funny though, because it say I host a lot of parties and I never grab a microphone.
You don't.
I'm too caught up in the moment.
Your last party, I grabbed the microphone more than you did.
Yeah, I was glad
that
you did.
Sam was on stage. I think Sam was getting tired. Sam looked at me, man. Hey, the party was lit. It was everybody going up. I'm just doing me. You know me. I walked to a room. I just loved it. I love the vibes.
That's it.
He was like, he looked at me. He said, hey. Nigga didn't say that. He didn't say, G, come up here. He just looked at me and said, I said, all right, bro. So then we got to, you know what I mean? And just start rocking, man. But that Aries every year go up, bro. Y'all really be throwing y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Price Miyagi.
Shout out the price too.
You know what I'm saying, man? We came a long ways with this event. You know what I'm saying? We got a host of people that rock with this event. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Kun and the twins up in Seattle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Rare Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's a hell of a vibe when it comes to the Aries. You know what I'm saying? We being the first zodiac sign, we take pride in that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And y'all know Leos ain't got nothing to do with this Aries thing.
What you talking about? Everybody's a Leo. Y'all just y'all Leos with aim, bro. That's what I like. Y'all Leos with aim, bro.
Is today your birthday too?
Huh?
Is today your birthday too?
Today my birthday. You didn't know today? Hey, this is the first episode of Nothing But a G Thang, and hey, it's my birthday episode, man.
That is crazy, diabolical. That's diabolical, but nah, right? But when it comes to the Aries, though, man, it's not just a party, right? It's an experience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like real talk, from Canada to Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Moving over Arizona, Vegas, Arkansas, Philly, North Carolina. Like, these are the people that showed up for these events, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years. You know what I mean? Like, we looked at it like we putting the city on with barbershops, nail salons, beauty salons, you know what I'm saying? Cleaners, stores. Back when we had, the mall was popping, we had, people can go get them a nice little fit, whatever. Like, the city made a lot of money during Aries season. You know what I'm saying? Because people was trying to really go get the outfits and put that thing together. You know what I mean? And, getting their hair done. And, just, they wanted to look apart to what we had going on. So we was appreciative of that. You know what I mean? I think the most people we had in one of them joints at the most was 1,246 people.
Crazy.
1,246 people.
Crazy.
No issues, no drama. You know what I'm saying? That year we had, we had DJ SNS, Diddy's DJ.
Hey, what's up? Hey, he was Diddy's DJ, bro. It's all good.
It's all up.
Yeah.
I like Ciroc, whatever.
I don't drink Ciroc. That shit too sweet.
We were Ciroc boys. We were Ciroc boys at one moment, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. But anywho, but yeah, DJ SNS, he came and did his thing. You know what I'm saying? We had 1,246 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? When we first started doing these joints, man, it was back so Price and Franchise, shout out to my dude too. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the originators. They did a party at the Blue Dragonfly.
I remember that joint. That joint used to go up.
The Blue Dragonfly.
Lalu, the one that put me on that one.
You know what I'm
Lalu
saying?
was like, hey, man, because y'all be in and out of town. When I was in that town, when I came back, I locked in. And he was like, hey, man, I'm telling you, the Blue Dragonfly. So me and Lalu, from the time I was like 17, after they started doing that, we lost contact because I was moving around. I'm doing everything I'm doing. I came back, I was probably like 20, maybe 22, 23, and I was back in the town, and I ran into him. He was like, man, the Blue Dragonfly, bro, we going up over there, man. This is like, I said, all right, I'm coming.
Yep.
Man, it was from history there. Blue Dragonfly was one of my spots that when I came back in town, I was definitely hitting the Blue Dragonfly.
It was funny, though, because like I say, they did the party over there, and I didn't even go because I was doing some other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, the next time it came around, I threw my own birthday party at the 720.
720, yep. Shout out to the 720.
720 was that.
Oh, lit too.
That was like, I called it, it was my 30th birthday, and it was a platinum and diamond party. Right?
Yeah. You was making some shit up.
Man, listen.
Hold on, platinum and diamond party? What the fuck that mean? Everybody had to have diamonds and platinum on? I'm a platinum nigga. I love platinum, but at the same time,
my sign or my stone is diamond.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So, just corny shit.
Platinum,
you know what I'm saying. Platinum and diamonds. I still got the flyers for that too. That's funny. So I did that party, and in 720, it was like about 400 or 500 people in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Upstairs, downstairs. You know what I'm saying. It was jumping. So then after that, we just kind of like, the Voltron forces start to the spidey senses started to come, right?
Yeah.
We was like, man, y'all, how many people y'all had at y'all party? Oh, I had this many. Man, what's up, bro? Let's put this team together, right? And it was history from there.
One of my favorite things about your Aries party though is it literally be people from different places. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? I got people and they was like, I'm coming down to the city to go to this Aries party. There's some people from Seattle. I had some people from California. I had a couple of my homegirls from Arizona. And just, you know what I'm saying? People just hitting me like, I'm coming down there for the Aries party. What else is going on? I'm going to be down there for 3 days. The Aries party is just this night. What else is going on? And I'm like, y'all coming down for the Aries party? Like at the end of the, like, I wasn't part of that planning the party. I knew I was going.
Right.
But at the same, like, how the hell do y'all niggas know about it? You know about this in Arizona, bitch? What the fuck is going on?
Man, listen, when I say that promotion, it exceeded what it needed to.
Yeah.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point now, like for this last joint we just did, you know, it was a few hiccups, you know, some last minute changes. But at first I was kind of pissed off about it. But then I looked at the logistics of it. I'm like, oh, this is actually gonna work out better than what we had. You know what I'm saying? Moving venues, you know, more space, more bars, you know what I'm saying? Because the first spot would have been cool, but it would have been a lot of people that would have been annoyed because they couldn't get no beverage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to move around, you know?
Yeah.
And so it would have been shoulder to shoulder. It would have been uncomfortable. But this last one, though, it got to a point to where you had, now we've always had aunties and grandmamas in the functions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but this one, I felt like it was a generational.
It was generational. But aunties and everybody. It was everybody was there, bro.
You know, I seen a grandmama, mama, and daughter combo.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And like that just warmed my spirit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, we at that age now to where it's like we can broaden the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you got these freshlies, you know, that's coming into the game trying to figure out what's going on in nightlife. You got those that's been in it, you know what I'm saying, that's still moving around. And then you got those that already been around that's still trying to pop out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different. And it's a great feeling to see the love that we get for dysfunction.
Yeah.
Right? And it's crazy though, because 2 years ago, Ben Price was like, man, no, we done, bro. We done. And then all of a sudden,
I'm happy y'all didn't quit.
And then we threw one.
I'm happy y'all didn't quit.
Hey, this last one, I was like, Mortimer, we're back.
We're back.
I swear to God, bro. So, I mean, shout out to everybody that, you know, helped us, you know, do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Promote the function, you know, tell their people, spread the flyer, you know, just everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From all the clubs or the event spaces that hosted us, you know what I'm saying? We're very, very humble when it comes to that event.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And next year we're trying to take it to another level.
What I'm telling you, with that Aries part, when I came in, I just came in at first and I started walking through, and then I start running into people who I know don't live here. They come here they ain't been here in years.
Yeah.
As far as like, you know what I'm saying? Or they never been here before.
Yeah.
You know, man, I had my little cousins in Seattle.
Yeah.
Was telling me about this, you know what I mean? And I like that. I definitely love that Seattle party, that Portland, you know what I'm saying? That whole transition too.
Yeah.
And I'm walking through and walking into people who I know. Nigga, y'all, this is not your party scene. I don't see you at none of the regular parties, none of the parties that people just throw on that just be just Portland folks at.
Right.
Never there. But y'all at this one, people made a weekend out of it.
Man, 100%.
They made a weekend out of it.
100%. And that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Now it's to a point to where it's like we didn't want the joint to be on a Friday. We was looking for Saturday, Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the Friday worked out.
People came down that Friday, bro, and then and thanks to y'all, I had a show that Saturday. Because I was there, that show that I had that next day, bro, we didn't sell, like the tickets for that show was not going up like that because it was just like a random, you know what I'm saying, random comedy show or whatever. I wasn't even throwing it. I was just on it.
Right.
Man, because of that party, that show, probably just that next day, I know so like another 40, 50 tickets online. And then because of who I talked to and I was in the building and all the other stuff,
moving around,
it was packed. We had to turn people away from the show the next day.
Man, that's a blessing.
We don't have no room for you.
I can't do it. That's dope. I mean, you know, and I'm happy for that.
But that just shows if you go and support your people's shit, it's something in it for you too, though.
That's it.
You outside. You're not outside for no reason.
That's it, man.
You outside because, especially if you're somebody who outside. You know, if you got something going on and you're gonna be outside,
for real,
talk about it and boom. And I just shared it with the people, and they made they was here. I'm here for the whole weekend. I don't know what else to do.
Yep. It's like, I mean, I think I had like 100 pre-sales just because, you know what I'm saying, 100 pre-sales, and we do pre-sales just to, take care of a little bit of the business.
Yeah.
But I sold out of pre-sales like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they was on it. And I love the people that's proactive, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to wanting to get tickets and do things, get tables and get booths and all that type of jazz, because, it just shows the love and commitment that they got for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know that party gonna be hot, so let me go ahead and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm telling you 20 in advance, you know what I'm saying? If you want to spend 40 at the door, hey, by all means. I love you still. I still love you anyway it goes.
At that point, though, you might as well just get a table.
Come on, man.
Instead of 20 in advance, you got 2 or 3, 4 or 5 people that's with you. That's gonna toss $20 in with you, and then now you got so now you got 200. Okay, cool. I got 200. What does 200 give me? Because I got, it just makes sense.
It makes all the sense.
It makes sense.
I mean, because you got to think about it like this, like you just said, 5 people. Whether you spend 100 or you spend the 200.
Yeah.
That's a whole table right there.
Whole table.
Right? Now, y'all going and buying drinks at the bar. Okay? That drink more than likely is going to be $15.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't just having one.
Mm-mm.
You might have a few.
I know if I go out, I'm having 4 or 5.
Come on, man. 15 times what?
I don't go out without expecting to spend at least $200.
See? Right there. That 200 by you having 200, now it's 3 or 4 of y'all. Go ahead and put up an extra 100 or 2 and get a bottle.
And then if you in there and you see and you go to the bar and you finna get a drink and you see 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying, badasses at the bar.
You gonna buy them a drink too.
You gonna buy them hey, y'all want something too? I'm getting something.
Now you done spend $500.
Now you spend $500 in the night.
When you could have only spent, you know what I'm saying, this much and been cool and had a bottle too.
And then you could have said, hey, you know what? Y'all don't buy no, just come over here.
Come to the table.
Come to the table.
Now you done met somebody you probably ain't never met before.
Never met before. And now you got a whole nother, man, I'm telling, people don't understand the power in relationships. People don't understand power in relationships. I think this is the problem, right? When it comes to it is everybody want to fuck. And I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's fun. Fucking is fun. It is one of the most amazing things on earth, and that's why God made it the way it is. It is fun to fuck, but it's even better just to build relationships.
Just to be cool with people.
Just to be cool with people.
Yeah.
I know y'all know. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. You sexy. Cool. I am too. The fuck does that mean?
I mean, and at the end of the day, it's like, ain't nobody even be on them type of times all the time.
But at a party?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is at a party, though.
You know, I get that.
Yeah.
Right? But after a while, it's like, I don't go to parties looking to fuck on girls.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I meet somebody that I ain't never met, or if I seen somebody I ain't seen in a long time, it's like, that ain't the first thing on my mindset.
Let me ask you this, though. Yeah, sometimes I went to a party looking to fuck on something.
Okay.
There are times.
There's times where
there's times that I've been in a situation where I'm like, you know what?
I'm going to get it off tonight.
Yep, tonight I'm about to go get it released. I'm about to find some. Yep, I'm about to find. Yeah, and we finna get it in. I know tonight.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, because you might even had that pre-conversation where y'all gonna be at the same spot. You know what I'm saying?
No, I had that pre-conversation with myself. That's me looking in the mirror. Guess what? I'm going out tonight.
So,
guess what I'm doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, buddy.
Tonight about to be them ones.
About to be at. Yep. That's a fact.
What's going on tonight? Foursome. No.
Do you believe in quads?
Yeah.
Because I'm a quadder.
Oh God. I'm looking for it now. If I find a pack that's like, yeah, we with it. Hey, we finna go get it.
That's
tonight, but then when I go out tomorrow night, that's not what I'm looking for.
You got 2 Shannon Sharp pills?
Nah, no pills. I talked to my uncle the other day, right? My uncle, this nigga 70. Shout out my uncle, man. Hey, I talked to him. I said, man, how's 70 treating you, right? Because it's been probably about 2 or 3 weeks since I talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reason why I talked to him, I was at my cousin's house, and he just bought this van that I want. I think I'm about to get it from him. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is a big van. I got kids. Nigga, you 70, bro. You don't want this fucking van.
Right.
You gonna go fishing with it in the summertime and then fuck it all up. It's cool, bro. Let me take my kids out in this van. Let's go camping and do it. You know what I mean? So I'm about to get it from him. But I called him just to chop it up with him. I said, man, hey, Uncle, how's 70 treating you? He said, man, it ain't too bad. I said, it ain't too bad. I said, everything still work. He said, you goddamn right. I don't need no pills or nothing. I said, I got something to look forward to.
That's funny.
I got something.
That's real though.
I know what's in my future. I ain't no pills or nothing. We're gonna be all right.
That's real though.
Yeah. It's just sometimes though, like sometimes you know how you get in those situations and you just don't want to hit it.
And then that's where I'll be at.
Yeah.
That's why I say I don't be on that type of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can be cool with a chick. Hell, I can lay next to my chick every night in the bed for whatever and don't be wanting to touch her. Cause I don't be in the mood for that shit all the time.
I be wanting to cuddle though.
You know, I don't know.
I'm a cuddler.
You the little spoon?
I'm a cuddle. Nah, I mean sometimes I do like being a little spoon sometimes. Hey nigga, don't judge me, cuz I like being a little spoon sometimes.
Hold me.
Sometimes, bro, I like to cuddle. I'm a cuddler. I like to cuddle.
I gotta breathe. Get off me.
Nah, not me. I like to cuddle.
Move.
No,
I mean, you can.
I like to open the window and turn the fan on just so it's hella cold in the room, so they ain't got no choice.
You sound like my girl. This nigga got a window open, fan on, and a humidifier going at the same goddamn time.
All of it.
I'm like, what's wrong with you? Is you the devil?
All of it. Nah, our body heat is gonna keep us warm, and the rest of this is gonna keep
you on menopause?
Yeah, no, nigga. I like when I go to sleep. I like to be like,
you choking bitches. See, okay.
Come here. Come here. Let me hold you for a minute.
Nah, I mean, you know, cuddling is cool, but I ain't, you know, I get hot. I'm like, I'm like, move, you know.
See?
And then when she got that goddamn fan going, it's cold, but I don't need to cuddle.
So then you cuddle.
I turn that cover over and go.
That's what's wrong with you niggas nowadays. That's what's wrong with you niggas nowadays. You niggas don't like to cuddle.
Cuddling get you in trouble.
Cuddling get you in trouble? Ain't nothing wrong with it, nigga. It's good for you. It's like, you ever hug a tree?
No.
You ain't never just hugged a tree?
Mm-mm.
I hug trees a lot. I know it sound weird, huh? But nigga, I literally would just hug a tree sometimes. I was at Funhouse Lounge. We had Midnight Mike. So, you know, as a comedian, we move through life and we do shit different. But I go through open mic. So when you outside, you at parties and doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's when I'm outside, a lot of times I'm going to open mics.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, you know, because I get on the mic and tell some funny shit and then I can make everybody else who came before me look stupid for telling jokes. I say that just, bro, I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a real thing. But we do it. Open mics. I was at open mic one day and I was outside and then my partner was out there. He was smoking, you know what I'm saying, some weed and shit. I was like, oh, let me hit that. I don't smoke like that, but I will.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hit that. Hit it. And I was like, man, I'm feeling like grounded right now. Like the earth is talking to me. The energy is cool. I love it. And I seen this tree over there. I was like, I'm gonna hug that tree for just a minute, bro, just to get some of the energy from it. Man, when I embraced that tree, bro, I was over there. Probably about like 2 minutes. I was just hugging the tree. They was talking to me. I was talking to them too, looking back, hugging the tree.
You was high.
It wasn't high, bro. I just really felt I needed the energy from that tree.
What was in that weed, bro?
Just regular weed.
So if you didn't hit the weed, would you went and hugged that tree?
I was in the energy.
Okay.
Like, how do you express like the energy that you in? Like, this is a hard one to explain. Okay, so like me, I can be in party mode, and I can leave a party. Just like, okay, so the last try bingo, I left for I don't know how long because I knew I wasn't gonna play bingo.
Right.
Cool. I'm just here because I observe what I had to observe in the front. Like, okay, how does this work? Like I'm just trying to see the team working. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to build my own team. I'm one of the people who you don't have to explain me the process. I will come and observe the process, and then I will implement it into other processes I have. I'm a still game. I'm gonna take the game. You don't got to teach it to me. And so as I was moving, cool. And so when Trap Bingo got going, I'm not tripping on playing no fucking bingo. It's cool, but I enjoyed the vibe. The vibe was cool. So I'm singing, I'm having fun. But then my cousin called me, hey man, this is going on. Let me go ahead and pull over here for a minute. And then if this don't take as much time as I think, I'm gonna come back.
Right.
Left, come back, and the vibe was, and literally when I left, right, the vibe was turned up. When I came back, it was even more turned up. And I said, oh, this is dope, nigga. And everybody just playing big. So I had a chance to, you know what I'm saying, to vibe and do it. But when I'm in certain energies, I don't, it's hard to get me off of what I'm on. Right. And when I say energy, I mean like if I'm all the way go, it's go. But sometimes I'll be in my, I'll be sad sometimes. I'll be going through this or going through that sometimes.
It's natural.
And that's not what I want at the time, even though I'm still going to show up to this party or whatever. I'm just not going to be the same G Wade I am every time I walk out the door. Don't expect the same thing from me because I'm not.
Hey man, I'm the same way. I mean, 1 minute I'm up, I might be in the middle, or I might be just down.
Yeah.
Just depending on the day, the vibe, the mood. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's times where, like for example, like I'm bartending, right? If I'm bartending, I know that I'm the soberest one in the party.
Facts.
All right. So seeing everybody just hee ha ha, just, you know what I'm saying, doing dumb drunk shit, is like that shit gets annoying. You know what I'm saying? But I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be that person on the other side of the bar too. But I don't move how these. Some people just be drunk. They don't know how to control it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, nigga, like, I know you only had a couple, but shit, you loud in the motherfucker. Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's certain vibes and tones that I'm there, but I don't have to be loud and happy just because y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I can sip my little drink in the corner and be cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be all up in people's faces and bouncing around and wanting to be seen and all that type of shit.
Right.
Like I don't need all that all the time. You know, there's a time for it if I feel like doing that, but I know how to control that in a sense of it ain't sloppy, you know, or it's annoying somebody, or, you know, like, damn, this nigga get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But other than that, it's like, it's time and places for all this shit, man. And
that's time and place to hug a tree, bro.
Just to hug a tree is crazy.
Sometimes you gotta hug a tree, my nigga.
So
the earth is where you came from.
Okay.
It's where you're gonna return.
Okay, baby Groot, I see you.
I'm just saying, nigga, I love the fact that trees is rooted in the ground. That's where we came from, right?
It came. Did we?
We came from the ground. The dust, nigga, the dirt.
The
we
soil?
Didn't come from that. The soil, nigga. When God made people, where do you think he made them from? Where do you think God made people from?
Tell me. The heavens and the earth.
The Bible told you.
The Bible told
The Bible already told you. Then why I gotta tell you?
The roots.
We came from the dirt, bro. From the dirt where we came, from the dirt we gonna return.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah. But that I also tell people though, when I die, I don't want no funeral. I don't want no funeral when I die. You want a funeral when you die?
You know.
What you want to happen when you die?
Honestly, bro, I'm that type of person. Like, I know it's gonna happen one day, right? Because we're all gonna just not be here, right? But like when it came to like, or comes to that type of
nigga,
stuff,
you're gonna die one day.
No, I know, and that's a reality.
Before the earth die, you're going to.
I listen. I don't even like talking about it.
It's all good. No, it's part of life.
No, 100%. But it's like it was one of those things, like, you know, scared of death.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I feared it.
So it's like, but as I get older, I have to learn, like, it's a reality.
Yeah.
And the reality sets into, like, I'm not going to be here you know what I'm saying? And, it's a tough pill to swallow, right? But it's one of those harsh truths.
Yeah.
Harsh realities. You have to understand it. You have to know that it's going to happen. There's no way getting around it. You can't be here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a point in time, like I told my mom, like I was like, hey mom, I know this, I don't want to even have to bring this up, but y'all need to start doing some wills, right? Start getting your stuff in order.
Start getting your shit in order.
And it's not like a premonition, or it's not like a you know, like it was just a conversation I had with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your stuff in order, put it to where, you know, if I need to come get it, I know where to be, you know, type of ordeal. Because at the end of the day, it's like, we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
They should start making as many plans as they can. I think parents, this is how life should go. And it's the correct order. Your parents should pass before you do. That's the order of life.
You shouldn't have to bury your kids.
If you have to bury your kids, something wrong.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I know I have a whole bunch of, I got friends that had to bury their kids. I know a whole bunch of my friends who was buried by their parents. You see what I'm saying? That's not how life is supposed to go. Life is supposed to go, yep, I gave birth to you, you bury me.
Right.
But at the same time, let them make preparations for when you do go so that we're not fighting over it. Because you got siblings.
Yeah. 100%.
I got siblings. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no mom, no dad. No mom, no dad, no grandparents, no none of that. I be envious of niggas who say, oh man, I got a mama, I got a daddy, I got grandparents. There, my partner the other day told me, my mama's still alive, my dad's still alive, and I got 2 grandmothers. I said,
what?
Bro, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say right now when it come along this line, right? Because I don't have none of that.
Right.
That's all gone for me. And the preparation was done, but not the way that it should have been. And so a lot of times when that happens, families break up, like the siblings break up because they're arguing over shit that don't even matter.
Facts.
Don't even matter.
The family feud when someone passes.
It's always a family feud. There's never been anybody whose parents died that wasn't a family feud after it. And at the same, if everybody would have understood that, hey, look, man, none of this shit even matters. It's all material.
Man, I remember my dad's mother passed, right? My grandmother passed away. Mind you, my dad was the only child.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of family feuds, it's like all the brothers, all the, you know what I'm saying, all the siblings, or all the.
So all her siblings?
Her siblings and like, some other family members.
Nigga, everything goes to the son.
Listen, man, they was nitpicking that stuff, getting stuff, doing stuff. My dad got the short end of the stick. But karma's a bitch though. Let me tell you why. After all that had happened, they just started dying, like left and right. Doing something happened to them. Something over here, this over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you greedy motherfuckers was doing all this. Now look, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all got the short end of the stick. No disrespect. But it was like, it was crazy. I was like in the 8th grade, bro. I remember that. Like my dad and my mom, they left Portland to go move to Kansas City where my grandma was at. Like they left me here with my other grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Me and my siblings, you know what I'm saying? So that my dad can go take care of his mom, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like seeing all it kind of formed like a hatred for these people. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they like, uncles and aunties and whatever's, but it's like, I couldn't dare take from you as an only child, you know what I'm saying? And for my own personal whatevers.
I wouldn't even think about it.
You know what I'm saying? That's our country niggas, man. Niggas is country, bro.
I'm happy
wild.
I'm not happy when my mom passed, but I'm happy when my mom did pass away. All of her brothers and sisters. My mom was one of 8. And so they stepped in and wanted to help.
Right.
They didn't step in and wanted to take.
Yeah.
They didn't care about the take.
That's a blessing. For sure.
That's crazy.
It's definitely some takers out there, And I've man, just from listening to people's stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, such and such did this, you can't get the obituary right because such and such. It's like you get real selfish.
That's why I don't want no funeral though. So that's one thing that irritated me though. When mom passed away, like, who does it fall on,
right, to
make sure that the arrangements is right, to make sure that I know my mom wanted an actual funeral. My mom wanted to be buried. You know what I'm saying? This was her wishes as far as telling me.
Facts.
Even though they wasn't in writing and none of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? I got sisters. I wasn't putting that on them. Them was my babies. I love you. My sisters. Yep, I'm about to go. I'll talk to this. I do this and I do that. And I'm going to do all the things that need to be done in order to just figure it out. And so I knew what she wanted. So when it came to like writing obituary and what needed to be in there and all that other stuff, I had to trust because I knew I wasn't going to write it myself.
I mean, I don't think we can.
No, we can't.
You got to have an elder to do that.
Elder did so. And it was my auntie that did it.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I was happy that I didn't have to write it myself and do that. They stepped in and said, what can I do to help? They wasn't trying to take.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. When if your dad was the only son. And his mother passed away. Nobody should have anything to say about anything that
ain't got nothing to do with
That ain't got nothing to do with you. Everything that this woman had goes directly to this person. What you should do is jump in and say, what do we do to honor her life?
That's it.
That's it. If you're not doing that,
what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
That's crazy.
But then that's America, though. That's because they being pimped. They being pimped to go get the money. And whoever pimping them is telling them to go get the money. P, go get the money.
That's funny. Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real. There's a bunch of selfish people out here in the world, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But all I can do is live my life the way I'm living it. Hopefully, make a little bit more money. See some things flourish. You know what I'm saying? And
we're gonna have to make money. That's what keeps the operation going.
Keep it going. You know,
keep making money. But then we're gonna build on it.
You got to.
Yeah,
that's the way of life.
Yeah. But let's get out of here, man. We've been out here for a minute, man. We've been doing our thing, bro. It's been an hour.
It's been a pleasure, my dude.
Before I leave, you know what I do like is I'm a tattoo person. I got a bunch of tattoos on me everywhere. One thing I like to ask people is like, when it comes to tattoos, for you specifically, this ain't for everybody. You got a tattoo on your hand. Not everybody has tattoos on their hand.
Right.
What do you have and what made you do it?
So there was a point in time in life where it's like, well, first of all, bartending, I was sitting in the bar one day and I'm looking at the bartender. I'm looking at he tatted up and it was girls in there. Right. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. Damn, he cool. He you know what I'm saying? He hella personable with people. It's like he's keeping the crowd flowing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but he's tatted up. And then there's some bad ones in there. And so it was like an attention type thing, right? To where it's like, oh, it's a story. Let me tell the story. So bartending, girls and tattoos, right? That was it for me at that point. So when I did this one, it was I said I wanted to do Christianity, so basically good versus evil. As far as like, timelines and stories and all that type of stuff. So I had got a rose on my hand with a heart with a cross. Right. So this was like pretty much finna start like the Christianity piece for me.
Okay.
I remember when I did this, my hand swelled up like a clump.
Yeah. It was
swole, bro. Yeah. So, I did this and this was like one of the pieces like, man, shit, if I can't get no job in life after I get this hand tattoo, then I'm gonna figure it out.
And then the job ain't for me.
You know what I'm saying? That part. So just getting this tat right here was like it was symbolic for me. You know what I mean? Like Christianity, I love Christ. That's why I got the heart. And then, Portland, City of Roses.
So Jesus told you came from the dirt then? You know where you came from.
Rooted to the tutor.
Oh, shit. No, that's not what Jesus told you. That's what the country niggas told you in Arkansas. That ain't what Jesus told you.
He said. Tattoos, man. Like, it became a fad for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was getting hit like every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Once healing up, I'm going to get a new one. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm traveling from, city to whatever I'm doing, like Venice Beach. I would go to Venice Beach with the kids every year for work. So I would like go get hit on Venice Beach. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows like, different places and spaces where I've been.
Yeah.
Memories, you know what I'm saying? Symbolic stuff, but became a pain junkie. You know what I'm saying? I was going every 2 weeks because now I know what it feels like. You know what I mean? The longer you wait, the more it hurt some points, But with tattoos, though, I love them. You know what I'm saying? In fact, it's like projects we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like never, if I start my leg, I'm going to stop the leg and go to the arm.
You got to finish it.
You got to finish it.
Got to finish it.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's how, in my chest, I got a whole tattoo come from here all the way to here.
I'm done.
No, it's finished.
Oh, it's finished now?
This project is finished. Like the project that I have for my chest. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm finishing every project I jump into.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it to the end.
Yeah,
I'm not one of them.
And I kind of want to, because I'm only gonna finish the one leg though. You know what I mean? So
you got your legs tattooed too?
I got my legs tattooed too.
Okay.
I got like 3 pieces on my legs, all from like
different spots
in LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I met this dude. He was on this show called Tattooing After Dark.
Okay.
Right? So I went to him. Like every time I'm in Cali, you know, he was on Venice Beach and then he moved off of Venice Beach. I think the last piece I got from him it's tatted on my leg right now. It's a boy standing at the gates of heaven, waiting for the gates of heaven to open up, right? And then there's a clock, right? There's times missing out the clock because you don't know what time the gate's gonna open. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a dove.
So it's a clock with no time?
There's a clock with time on it, but then there's some of the time is missing, right?
Which ones did you pick to leave out?
I just didn't. I told him to choose.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't want to come up with that yourself.
I didn't want to come up with that one.
Yeah,
you know, because I didn't want to believe because then it would have put something in my head, right? So I let him choose. So he chose. So then once I get through the gate, there, like I say, there's no time frame when the gate's gonna open, and then there's a dove to where I fly free. And I got that tatted on my leg right now. That was a 5-hour tattoo. Yeah, real talk.
That's crazy.
That's the last tat I got in
Is that
Cali.
the most time you spend in the chair?
5 hours, 100%.
That's crazy.
100%.
I think the most time I spent in the chair was like 3. I don't think I spent 5 hours in the chair.
and then when I got my chest piece, I think she did 2.5 hours on that.
I fell asleep. I was like, it was like 3.5. I fell asleep on just this portion, the right side portion. I fell asleep.
I mean, it gets comfortable after a while. You know, I laid there. He went to work. 5-hour tattoo. It was in the books.
Crazy. 5 hours.
5-hour tattoo,
deep.
bro.
It was like 3 and some change, bro. I know. I was sitting there. I was talking to my guy, and the next thing I know, I was just. I woke up and he was on whatever portion he was on, but it was a good vibe though. You know what I'm saying? We was just chilling.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to zone out. You know what I'm saying? Think about something. You know what I mean? And let the artists do what they do. You know, he took maybe a break or two. You know what I'm saying? A little bit or whatever. But you know, I allotted that time though. You know what I'm saying? For him to do what he do, and so it was pretty spendy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like. That's something I'm always going to remember.
Tattoos are spendy. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. You're asking a painter, an artist, to put art on you.
Facts.
So it's going to cost you. Anytime you're asking somebody to do art, like art has no price.
It doesn't.
So when it comes to anything, like when I'm a comic, bro. I'm a comic. I do this shit. Art, it's an art, my nigga.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a price.
Right.
So my thing is, I do a lot of art for free.
Yeah.
I do a lot of comedy shows just because, hey man, I love you, I believe in you, and if you throwing a show and you want to do something, I got you. So just let me know, and you do it. But then it's also them shows where it's like, yeah, man, you want me to give you my time, my art, and all this? Nah, you're gonna have to cut that.
Yeah.
That check gonna have to be right, because if it ain't right, I don't know you from a can of paint. I don't know anything, and you already been doing this, and you building this room and whatever it is, and you call me telling me you want me to. Yes, then I'm gonna need that check.
And then sometimes it'd be last minute. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Especially if it's last minute, I'm hitting you over the head.
Because I really didn't want to do this.
Okay, it wasn't on my plans. I'm gonna have to cancel shit in order to do this for you.
Facts.
And so if I gotta cancel something to do it for you, I need the rest of it.
I've definitely been there. I know the vibes, and it ain't cool.
It's not cool,
But
you call somebody on Sunday talking about, or call somebody on Thursday talking about I got a show on Friday. Call somebody on Friday talking about I got a show on Saturday. I need you to do, but then you like I need you to do it, but I only got man, nobody want to hear that. Man.
I only got time too.
Yeah, my time. You know my tomorrow is already booked. You know my tomorrow already booked, right?
Good, bro. I'm good with
That's how we do it. No, I'm a tattoo person too. I know when I got both of my hands tattooed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got hairy ass hands. You don't have hairy hands. I got. We're gonna take a picture of our hands. I'm gonna make sure we get on this episode. But I got hairy ass hands.
That's funny.
But I got both of these done on the same day. I was in DC. I got a cousin. He a tattoo artist, and he do. You know what I'm saying? But and he's a monster out there too, though. But he in Baltimore. I went over there. We sat down, and we had. It was probably about. I want to say like a 2.5 hour session.
Mm-hmm.
He did 1 or 2.5, and then the next day he did this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of the same day, same time, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I should not have got my hands tattooed. Both of them. Within 2 days, bro.
Sick.
I couldn't go in my pockets for a week, nigga.
Yeah.
I didn't matter what it was, nigga. I left my wallet. I was driving around with my wallet. No, I left my wallet on my in my car, nigga. It was in my hand until I got to my car. I carried it, put it in my car, drove around, did what I did. If I needed it, I'd take it. I would take it to my desk or take it somewhere else, and I was not going in my pockets, bro.
Hey, man.
It was like 2 weeks. I couldn't go in my pockets.
Listen, it hurts after, it definitely has its moments.
Could not dig in my pockets not one time. You asked me to do anything that's gonna brush against this. Oh no, y'all got me fucked up. I ain't doing
what's
it.
the worst place you feel like that hurt it the most?
My tattoos? Right here.
The sternum?
Yeah. I hate it. It was right on the bone. That nigga was going deep too. It was a sternum. It was a sternum, bro. It was a sternum, and then my nipple.
Oh.
Yeah, I got when my chest piece got nothing. This mother all the way across my nipple. Bro, the nipple was something different. Nipple was something different.
That's wild.
Yep. Yeah, it was sensitive. You got your nipples tattooed?
No.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm telling you. You don't know about the pain. You don't know about the. It was pain, but then at the same time, it was like, do I like this?
I low key want a neck piece. You know what I'm saying? Something behind the ear type.
Don't get it on your throat.
No, hell no.
No, don't do that.
That's ghetto, the motherfucker.
Yeah, don't do that.
But it's weird though, because when I got my chest done, it felt like my neck was being done. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally felt like. So that's how I knew I could tolerate the neck pain, right? Because the chest,
because you can feel it. It came all the way up.
It came all the way up.
Exactly. That's my sternum. That's what I'm saying. Right here.
Like when they were shading mine, I was just like,
it shot all the way up.
I felt it all the way all up through here, and I'm just like, okay. And I took it. I'm like, oh yeah, neck piece is easy. But getting like in the joints of your arms, or the wrist.
So this one, I never got my wrist done.
This shit hurts.
This hurts?
That hurt it.
Ooh.
I was like, oh.
I might get my next tattoo there just
like,
because you're telling me.
Because it's like hitting like right on the, it hurts. It hurted me. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, no. I can see it though. I feel it.
I was like, damn, hurry up.
Hurry up. So yeah, my wrist ain't never. My first tattoo was just this right here.
Man, I got laughed at my first tattoo.
Me too, nigga. It was just this G right here. I was 14 years old, bro. I came back to the hood. I just had this right here,
bro.
It was none of this extra. You see all this stuff that come along with it.
You say you was 14 when you got your 14, first tat?
It was just this.
Man, I got my first tat at 27.
You was 27?
27.
Oh.
27, my first tat.
What was it?
It was, I went to 60th over there on 60th and Cully, and I got my name tatted on my arm.
Yeah, me too.
I was like,
I was 14 though, nigga. You was 27?
They put I didn't know what to get.
What?
I was, man, the girl I was hanging with at the time, she was like, because it's my birthday.
Okay.
She was like, when you get off work, don't start drinking yet. You know what I'm saying? Wait a little bit. She surprised me for my birthday, you know what I'm saying, at the time. And then I went and got the tattoo. Nigga was like, oh, nigga, you went to 60th? I'm like, nigga, how you know? Because they little signature, they put a little star, like a little.
And what did it say?
It just said my name.
It just said Kendall?
It just said Kendall. That's it. The weakest tattoo ever, bro.
You was 27 and you got that?
I got my name, bro. Yeah, man, it was a week.
Man, thank you for letting us know your insecurities. 27. Oh my God.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, I wasn't thinking about tattoos then. Yeah. Right? I wasn't thinking about tattoos then. But when it came into the bar life, that's when it really started kicking off.
So how old was you when you was like, I'm going all in on these tattoos?
By that time, next few years, like 30, 32, 33.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I first started bartending, it was it's finna be like almost 15 years now. You know what I'm saying? So October 2010 is when I started recognizing, okay, I'm finna be in a bar. Let me this image. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to get hit like every 2 weeks. And then I just kind of stopped because now I'm picking up this project or I'm doing this. And then I go back to that. You know what I'm saying? So and then also artists move. You know what I'm saying? They ain't consistent sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to find that consistency. And then I ended up going there was a homie in the north. Everybody probably know the homie in the north.
My thing is, my first tattoo, it was just one of the homies. I don't even know this nigga name.
The nigga Dominic did my second tattoo. I got only God can judge me.
Okay.
On my arm.
Okay.
On this one, praying hands.
Oh, you were still in your Tupac phase.
Man, listen.
you still Tupac energy.
Nah, because at that time when I got that tattoo, it was one of those, my baby mom had got pregnant, right? And so I felt like her mom was judgmental at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck that. Can't nobody judge me but God. So, of course, what I go get? Only God can judge me on my own.
Seasons change, bro.
Come on. With some praying hands, bro. That was my first biggest tattoo.
Yeah.
Niggas, so you went from that to that? Hell yeah, because niggas was laughing. Shit.
Laughing at Kendall.
It had other meanings behind it, but yeah, man, I had to go. Come on, man.
I'm still happy that your first tattoo was your name, because my first tattoo was my name. It was my name, bro. That's all I can do. It's right here. It's G right here. That was my name. We don't get a picture of our first tattoo before we leave right here.
That's funny.
Man, let's get out of here, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to Nothing But a G Thing, man. Thank you, my guy, Kendall, man, for coming in.
Appreciate you, my brother. It's a pleasure.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
Salute.
Thank you. Hey, Portland, we going to continue to go up. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the next episode, baby. Peace. Come off as if I am dead.